Greetings to you, the DFG here, Gideon's Flight. Hey guys, I just want to take a moment to remind you guys again, you had better get your food. It is time to get your food. Do not be the idiot, at one of these markets in the next month or so, with your EBT, trying to stock up on food and supplies. It's going to be gone. It is going to be gone. You're going to end up paying $5 for a loaf of bread if you can find a loaf of bread. What you're really going to end up doing is probably being in a mad rage Black Friday event trying to get, a piece of bread, or cereal or anything to keep yourself and your children from starving to death. We've talked about this before. And I'm telling you from very, very reliable sources that it is going to be a run on these markets very, very soon because the markets are drying up. China just shut down major production companies again. And we talked about this. And, it's going to be a sad, sad day for many people out there. And unfortunately, it's going to be ridiculous, if you've been listening to this channel and you get caught in the situation, where you can't get you don't have basic supplies because you did not prepare yourself, then, it's going to be a shameful day. And, most of you guys that follow this channel are believers in Yah, and I get that, and I understand that, and praise Yah, that your minds and your eyes are open and your heart has been turned back to, to Him. That you understand that Israel has a role in these last days. But if you're part of that, then you don't turn to Yah. Well, you can turn to Yah, you can do whatever, but I'm telling you, He's not going to listen to you. I shared with you a while back the story of Joseph and what happened, and how Joseph warned, everyone, prior to the drought in Egypt. And he told them, hey, go get your things, be prepared. Some listened, most of them half-hearted listened, they did a little bit. But at the end of the day, none of them actually did exactly what they should have done, except for Joseph and those who are tight in his tight inner circle. I am saying to you again, guys, it's the food is running out, water, supplies. If you're waiting on this government and you think this government has a sustainable plan for you, when all of this stuff dries up, guys, the government is going to be gone. Now, what gone is, I don't know, maybe they'll call it a break, or they'll call it recess, or hell, they'll just be gone. They'll tell you that because of everything that's going on, they're doing everything now to, what they do, how they're having their video conferences and things of that nature now, so you don't know where the hell they are. They're probably in one of those, they'll probably be in these underground bunkers somewhere, scattered all over this nation, pretending like they're at work. But you won't be able to get to Congress because they'll have the military, who's still there, by the way, from January 6th. Surrounding the national, the White House and the nation's capital. So you won't know if anybody's in there or not. And they'll be right there, dictating you. Well, just be patient. Don't give up. A better day is coming. We just got to let this whole event, pass through. But many of your children, many of you who are ill and not healthy will be, unfortunately dying off. And they'll blame it on, the people who didn't follow their agenda. You know what I'm talking about. Whatever. But none of that really matters. That's all child's play at this stage of the game. If you're still sitting there listening to the government and letting them dictate to you what your next move should be, then you're sheep. And I say that to you respectfully. And what I mean by that, a sheep, can get led anywhere by a shepherd. And heaven forbid if he's a wicked or she's a wicked shepherd. And if you're looking at the government, as your shepherd, they can't get any wickeder than they are. We talked about these are principalities. These people are led by Big Bank. And Big Bank is the rulers of the darkness of this world. The so-called elite. And they're not here for you. And sooner or later, most of the people that are going to find out the hard way. And I pray I try to be careful with my words. No, I don't pray that it's you. I don't pray for you like that. Because see, to me, prayer is dialogue between sister and brother, brother and sister, and then the way we dialogue to Elohim. So to me, prayer is this. What we're talking about right now, this is prayer. So there's no need for me to say that I'm praying for you to heart. I am not praying to you. I am giving it to you. I'm giving you the information as Yah provides it for all of us to see. I'm not exclusive in this. I'm not special. Where Yah said, well, I'm going to only talk to DFG and hopefully everybody, I know better than that. But he will talk to any of us who are listening or who are willing to hear. I'm sorry. Yeah, listening. And I'm saying to you again, not only do you need to have supplies for survival, and you need to get it if you haven't already have gotten it and stored it up. And I mean a lot. And then you need to get, means to be able to protect it. And what I mean by that, you need to be able to defend anybody who comes on defend off anybody who comes on your property. If someone comes on your property, knocking on your door, insisting that you open it, you need to be able to run them away. And I'm not talking about not answering your door, ignoring them, because they will kick your door in if they're hungry enough. They need to understand that there's a sound. Click, clack, click, clack, click, clack. They need to know what that means. Racking something, clipping something. They need to understand that clear. And they need to understand that you don't give warnings. You give a direction and that's it. And again, I saw this coming years ago. I told you suburban America was buying up ammunition and weapons years ago. I'm not talking about 2 years ago. I'm talking about 5, 6, 7 years ago. You could not walk into the suburbs of America and not find those so-called gun stores, ammunition stores full of people and storing up serious ammo. And I told you back then, they were not storing that stuff up because they had nothing better to do. They were forewarned a long time ago to get ready. And I bet you most of them are ready. Most of us, I'm talking about Judah, Israel, the so-called Negro, black woman, black man. And unfortunately, we have been trained as again like sheep. Well, let's see what the government says. Let's wait on the government. You heard me use the example a while back about what happened in New Orleans with Katrina. Everyone knew a Category 5 storm was coming, but they waited to see what the mayor was going to tell them to do. And they waited and they waited. And because they did not prepare, that storm came and caught them unawares, and the mayor ran off and had all these people herded into a convention center, into a Superdome, and neither one of those two places were equipped to provide for people. And what happened was mass mayhem and death. And that's exactly what's coming again all over this country for any of you who have not taken the time to take heed to the warnings. And I'm telling you, you think that you got your way. I got EBT and I got money coming every month, and I'll just go to the market and I'll just store it up as I get it. All the money in the world is not going to do you any good if there's no supplies available. No supplies available at all. I'm talking about things that you need for survival. And again, I don't think I'm going to bring this up again. I think I'm done with it. I don't think there's no need to continue to, to cry out like this about it. Because if you were serious about it, you would have taken care of it already. You would have taken care of it already. But yet, I was listening to these guys talking a few minutes ago about protecting your property, getting enough food, getting enough supplies, and it kind of, set off this alarm in me again to come back, and warn you with a short message. And that's the purpose of me doing this morning. I don't even believe y'all it's inspiring me to do it. I think just my heart, for the concern of my people. Because I know many of my people are not going to listen. They're just going to take it one day at a time, like somehow or another that, you know, when it's too late, you know, there'll be a way to get out of this. That somehow or another someone's going to come up, you know, with a rescue plan for you at the last minute. Well, you use Katrina as your example of a rescue plan. You saw the people dead on this. See this interstate I'm on right now? This very interstate, there were dead bodies left out here for days in the early September sun. And the president just flew over the top. Remember Bush? And just looked down at him and kept it moving. It's going to happen again. It's going to happen again. But it's not going to be a 3-day event before the National Guard comes in with water and food and, you know, rescue helicopters. No. It's going to be a elongated event. And many of you are going to sit there and you're going to die in these heated places all over this country because what they've done, you know, with the atmosphere. And you're going to die of thirst and hydration and starvation and, you know, sickness and illness because you couldn't get, you know, certain medications, you know, that you needed for your health, etc., etc. Because you sat on the sideline and you depended on man. You depended on a creature instead of, you know, responding to the Creator. And the Creator had warned you that this was coming. But you did not take heed. And now there's going to be a brutal, brutal, brutal reckoning for all of you who resisted this information. And for those of you who have done something about it, don't stop. Do more. You heard me? Do more. Don't be content with what you have. Do more. And find place. Please think in terms of how you're going to protect what you have. All right? Again, and again, you need, when I say protect, I mean seriously protect it. Go read Luke 22. I was looking at it yesterday. Luke 22, Yeshua even told, I think it was Peter. He told Peter, go get 2 guns. He said swords, but that's what he meant. He said the time going to come where you're going to need 2 of them. Go read it. Luke chapter 22, 36, 37, 38. And that time is here. All right? So you're going to need enough, again, to be able to get through this. And, you know, and sisters out here, remember, your problem ain't going to just be food, water, supplies. Your problem is how you're going to protect your children. And then your problem is how you're going to be protected from these vicious animals who are not only going to want any resources that you might have, they're also going to want to ravage you. All right? So, and some of you men too. I mean, that's just tell the truth. Some of you men out here are so unhealthy. You know, you couldn't fight off, you know, a 12-year-old if you had to. But for those of you who are willing to listen, those of you who are wise enough to understand, then you know, please get ready. All right, it's coming. It is coming, and it's going to come suddenly. They're not going to warn you. They're not going to tell you, oh, by the way, by Friday you need to have everything stored up because we'll be out of food by Saturday. That's not the way that's going to go down. You're just going to go to the market and nothing is going to be there. And then you'll be waiting outside. When is it coming? When is it coming? And then they're going to just close their doors and tell you, sorry, we're out of food and supplies. And then you're on your own. DFG, talk to you later. Bye now.